Hello friends, my name is Grace Lannon. I'm a psychic medium and energy healer, and I wanted to pull a card for us. Today's December 1st, and I felt inspired to do a little mini oracle reading. So we're going to pull cards from these two decks. One is called Spirit Messages from John Holland. He's a pretty famous medium. And then this is the Vessel deck by Mary Evans, Spirit Speak. Love her. She has amazing art, and she is also a reader. So let's get into it. The first thing that I hear is take care of yourself and be proud of yourself. Just because you have to take extra care of yourself doesn't mean that you shouldn't be proud of yourself. And I know that's for me because I've been going through a lot with my health, but I know that message is also for others, because why else are we making this video other than for people to receive these messages? So if you're into psychic stuff, follow along, and you can get personal readings with me if you're interested. So I'm going to shuffle these cards and just ask Spirit if there's any guidance, information. There's a card for us. Information, insight, healing that anyone who comes across this video needs to receive. We have to bring it through the energy field. May they feel it. May they experience it. Let the messages come to them directly. What and how. What and how. How are they going to get there? Oh, okay. There's our card. Okay. So we have structure, and we have movement, and we have support. And then we're going to pull a message from this deck. So, structure, movement, and support. You have the support that you need in place to create the structures that you're looking to create. And structures can be physical. Like on this card, you know, there's images of different houses and different physical spaces. So the structure may be physical for some of you, like, oh, like, am I literally creating a home, like creating a sacred space? Like maybe you got a new office. Like, how are you creating this physical structure? Maybe you're physically painting or moving boxes. I see like the scaffolding in my mind's eye, like things are going up and up and up. But in order for things to rise and things to go up and up, we need to have that foundation in place and that structure in place for things to be able to safely rise up. So sometimes that's breaking everything down in order to examine what needs to change in order for that structure to be sound. So I'm feeling like for some people this is more to do with like your business and your work in the world. Like, how are you creating structure and support for the movement that you're trying to bring out there? I feel like for some people who are listening to this, it might be more of that literal like, I just see people like moving spreadsheets around. So it might be like, okay, I need to take accountability of like my finances and look at everything on like a literal spreadsheet and see, okay, where are things moving through the cracks and where do I need more support? And that might be like hiring someone. That might be asking for help from your significant others or your family or your friends. Like, but then other people, that might be like opening yourself up to the abundance of the universe. For a lot of people, yeah, I'm just feeling like this is more of a career focused message, but perhaps that might relate to other things in your life. Take it or leave it. This movement card feels really expansive to me. And usually when I pull this card, I'm thinking more about physical movement. Like I go on a walk every day, or maybe you're getting into yoga or things like that. But this, when I pull this card, I feel like it's a movement, like across the country, across the world, like bringing that message, that art, that healing, that insight, whatever your spiritual gifts are, whether you acknowledge them as spiritual gifts or not. Maybe you're just like, oh, I'm a singer. That's a gift from God, honey. Like, this is a movement, and this is changing people's lives across the world. And for some people, that is like very literal of like, okay, I'm gonna go and teach workshops and like go to different places and like help people build structures, and like maybe that's you know, an online thing where you're creating videos here on TikTok, and then that blows up, and then people can, you know, receive your magic, your wisdom on a daily basis through some kind of app, is what I'm saying. Like, get on some kind of app, and that might, and yeah, maybe that's TikTok, but I feel like it's more of a Patreon situation, or like a membership, or like creating an app where you're able to have like different message boards and different conversations going. So if anyone's like trying to create an app, or is like trying to create a Patreon, like give me that confirmation. I know I want to create a membership, but usually when I'm receiving a message, it's for me, but it's also for the group. So what's our message? So when I pulled the cards out, of the deck, I haven't used this deck in a while, and I cut it in half and I shuffled it up. But when I cut it in half, this was the card that was in there. And then I just shuffled this whole deck and it came out again. So this is the be proud, be proud, be proud. This card, ever since I bought this deck like 8 years ago or something, this card is probably the most, this card comes out like evergreening. Like, please acknowledge and take the time to be proud of yourself. We also have that peacock energy coming up through the heart space and behind her, like almost like an aura around her energy. So it's coming from the heart and up the throat, and then surrounding her. It's like the messages, the information, the insight, the magic that you have, like that's coming from your heart. Like, don't be afraid to let it out, speak it out. I'm feeling like there's singers in here. I just feel this singing vibe, singing energy surrounding you, like a aura, or like, yeah, you have these wings of light. And the peacock is really the peacock's a really interesting energy, and there's so much to say about that. But I think the most significant thing in this very moment is like not being afraid to be seen for your uniqueness, and not being afraid to have eyes on you. The peacock has like a million these feathers. People say that they're eyes. They look like eyes. So be proud. It's time to celebrate all you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud. And I think for so many people, myself included, it's so easy to be like, on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. Like, whatever, like, that was cool, but like, it's not enough. You've done a lot. You're working really hard. Whether or not like the world sees that, or your family sees that, or your boyfriend or your brother, or like whoever you're feeling like doesn't see you, you are doing a lot, internal and external. So how can we pull back, create structure, allow ourselves to receive support for the movement and the messages that we have to spread, and be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are. There are a bajillion million people who came before you, who came through love and other circumstances to come together, to connect, and to bring you forward onto this earth. So be proud of who you are, even if who you are doesn't necessarily connect with who you want to be. Be proud of where you came from, and don't be ashamed to acknowledge your past. You are a shining light. So freaking accept it already, bitch. If you want a one-on-one reading, check my website, gracelena.com. See you later. Bye.